Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Not a lot of stuff happened this past week, however what did happen, some of it is pretty fun and exciting to go into, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. First up for this week, we have some stuff in stock on Hasbro Pulse, both in the US and in the UK, starting with the Blue Ranger helmet. So there was actually some emails sent out this past week, those classic, hey, we're shipping this item soon from Hasbro Pulse emails, and not only do I think they started doing that, but at the very least, the helmet is actually in stock right now on Hasbro Pulse. So if you didn't pick it up already from when it was in stock on Big Bad Toy Store and on Entertainment Earth and that kind of stuff, and Dorkside I think even had it, you can do it here now. So there's like, all these different websites are getting the Blue Ranger helmet. So if you don't have one yet, you have multiple different avenues, or if you're like me and you're waiting for it to go on sale, you just gotta keep waiting. So, but basically it is on more and more stores right now, and it's not too hard to get right now if you really want it. And then speaking of other stuff in stock on Hasbro Pulse, Zeo Gold, the restock of the Treo Triforia version from Wave 5, is now also in stock. So this one should have gone up in stock at the same time as Mighty Morphin Red and Lord Draken a couple of weeks ago, because he was on that whole batch of restocks of older figures, that kind of thing. But I just don't think he ever did. I think he was listed as still a September 1st, 2022 release date for the restock after they had pushed the initial release date of that. But now you can get him right now. He's $22.99 on Hasbro Pulse. So a link to him and the Blue Ranger helmet will be in the description below for you guys to check those out. Also in stock on Hasbro Pulse, surprisingly, is the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. So that is also still in stock on Target's website, if I remember correctly, or the last time I checked at least. And they did restock the Sentry, I think, last Friday or something like that when they did one of those, or even this past Friday, when they did one of those like premium members at noon, everybody at 1 o'clock kind of restock sort of things. And I was actually pretty surprised to see that the Sentry was still up there. So the link for him will also be in the description below if you would like to get a Sentry from Pulse for some reason, although Target you can also just get it there just fine. I don't really know. Actually Target, I think if you have the red card at Target at least, you can get free shipping on the Sentry. At Pulse you're gonna have to pay shipping unless you're a Pulse premium member, so kind of just depends on which one you want to do with this. At least for Pulse, you might be able to get 2 per order, while Target still has it 1 per order, but you can just place multiple orders on Target and get multiple Sentries. So that does work. I can confirm that. So it's kind of depending on how you want to army build it, or where you want to get it from, or what perks you have at what store. They'll make it whichever one better for you to use. And then if you were in the UK, we already talked about last week that Metallic White was getting those, hey, we're shipping sooner emails, which is good, because for whatever reason, Hasbro Pulse UK put Metallic White up as a September 1st pre-order when the US just had it in stock at San Diego Comic-Con, and it has started shipping now. I have seen some people already tag me in posts of getting it from Hasbro Pulse UK, and it is also currently in stock on Hasbro Pulse UK. If you're in the UK and want to finish your Metallic Rangers, there you go, and the link will be in the description below as well. And then one other item that is in stock, not on Hasbro Pulse, but on GameStop Canada, is the Lord Draken helmet. So I just wanted to throw this in at the end of the Pulse segment, because even though it's not Pulse, it was still like an item in stock this week and everything, and so I figured might as well just talk about it real quick. So if you are in Canada and want to go through GameStop Canada for the Lord Draken helmet, which I'm actually not sure if that's a GameStop exclusive in Canada, I know it is here in the US. I assume it probably is. I actually should have checked on that, and there'll probably be text that pops up or something that confirms if it is or not. But yes, you can get the Lord Draken helmet in Canada, at least from GameStop right now. And I still don't think there's like a solid release date for it here in the US other than like that December release date, which is not going to be true. Next up this week, we have some updates for the Zord Ascension Project Megazord's release in the US. So Entertainment Earth is getting them in here pretty soon, and also already. So basically a couple of days ago, people started letting me know that Entertainment Earth started charging for pre-orders for the Zap Megazord, which thank you for the people who let me know, because I was able to go promptly cancel it because I was not ready for that to be shipping out just yet. I mean, I kind of was, but I also now want to wait for a sale on that one after all of the feedback it's been getting, so I canceled that promptly. But besides that, it is shipping out from Entertainment Earth as of at least last night. People started sending me some pictures of shipping confirmations and everything. It is still currently listed as a pre-order, or like an August pre-order on Entertainment Earth right now. However, I do suspect that probably in the next couple of days, or maybe like a week or so, it'll probably change over to just add in cart. I was always expecting, like Entertainment Earth to be one of the first places in the US to get it, and that's definitely going to be the case release here. So I would imagine probably somewhat soon we'll start seeing like Big Bad Toy Store and Hasbro Pulse and maybe even GameStop as well. Because the GameStop had this weird thing where like last weekend he was like briefly in stock, and then if you like tried to add it to your cart to like air it out or whatever. So I don't really know what that was about. It was very strange. I don't know if they actually ever had any at all or what happened there. But yeah, not surprising that the Zap Megazord is finally getting ready to release here in the US, because it was always supposed to come out around this time. It's actually technically like a month late, and we've been seeing it all over the place in the UK and Australia and stuff like that. So figured it was just a matter of time. Alright, so we have the fun stuff now. So I'm very excited about this part of the video because I love when stuff like this goes down. And also I can finally talk about something. So Power Morphicon is obviously a thing that's happening in less than 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks I will be there, which is insane to even think about. And yes, there will be a Lightning Storm episode during Morphicon. I'm going to try my best to get one out from the hotel. But basically the point is we actually have some potential news kind of coming out from Morphicon, even though we definitely expected there not to be, because we have already talked about numerous times on the show that has been confirmed by Scott and everything who runs Morphicon that Hasbro is not attending this year, but they are sending over presentation materials, whatever that means. I still don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Now the thing about Morphicon is that, not really coincidentally, it lines up during the middle of Hasbro's Power Week, which we know is happening from August 22nd through August 28th, and is going to be a big focus of the show for probably at least the next 3 weeks or so here on Lightning Storm, because we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Now obviously that overlaps a little bit, so there's going to be probably Power Week news that happens while Morphicon is going on, especially August 28th, that Sunday, since that is actually Power Rangers Day. And so I'm imagining that these presentation materials could be like Hasbro reveals something and then maybe sends the prototype or pictures or video or something to Morphicon to like show off on the show floor, or maybe at a panel or something like that. Maybe. It's also possible Morphicon could get an announcement, like, you know, the materials could be Morphicon gets to reveal something. That could be possible. I wouldn't rule it completely off the table here. They put out a post this past week on Instagram that confirmed that MMPR Toys, Bruno and Mia, are going to be attending the event as guests and have their own panel. And while that is cool in of itself, the thing that was actually important in the announcement, or really kind of a big thing there, was that they said that there was going to be a special announcement from Hasbro at that panel. And I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. So that might not even be Lightning Collection related at all. It might not even be toy related. I don't know. But however, if you remember last June, when they had Morphicon Live, which was kind of like a weekend live stream sort of event that was hosted by Morphicon, basically Scott and MMPR Toys were there, and they got to do the official reveal of the Hasbro Pulse exclusive 2-pack of the Zeo Cogs. So like I said, wouldn't be completely, you know, unprecedented for MMPR Toys and Morphicon to actually have an official announcement. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on whatever that's going to be. So while that's already exciting, and also because people might ask me about it, and I genuinely don't know what the outcome of this is going to be, yesterday on their like official Morphicon website, they shared this picture and this post that said more Morphicon exclusives are coming, and stay tuned for that to be announced sometime this upcoming week. And they had this teaser image, and I have no idea what that's supposed to be referring to. I don't think they're getting any more Super 7 exclusives, because that's the only other exclusives that they've announced besides like posters and stuff, and like you know, what else was there, maybe like a comic cover or something possibly. I don't even, that might not even be true, or maybe this is what this is, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that as well. However, I mentioned posters there briefly, and that's because we had something very, very fun and exciting to talk about that happened this past week, related to posters, related to Morphicon, and related to Lightning Collection leaks. A couple of days ago, Morphicon revealed all of their event posters, which is something that they do every time. There's always like one central print that, you know, is like included in like the bags, or, you know, with the memberships or whatever you get at Morphicon. I think everybody gets. And this one looks pretty cool. It's nothing Lightning Collection related, but it's basically just the Morphicon logo. It has Mighty Morphin Red in the background. It has Gokai Red, obviously I'm assuming because Marvelous's actor actually attending. And it has the Dino Fury, Dino Night Mode armor in the front, which also very cool. Definitely gonna be excited to get this poster. However, what I'm very excited about is the next two posters, or at least one of them for a special reason. The other one is because it's going to be a little difficult for me to get. But Tom Whalen is doing posters for Power Morphicon, and if you don't know who Tom Whalen is, he is the illustrator of all of the beautiful, beautiful box arts on the Lightning Collection items. He has been the illustrator for the entire line since 2019, and I always love his work in any capacity. And Morphicon got him to do some custom posters. So this first one that we have here is a Ranger focus poster, and there's a big elephant in the room on this poster that I'm going to talk about in a second, so don't worry. I'm gonna get there. But this poster is gonna be given out to anybody who has a full weekend pass from Morphicon, which is basically the Red Ranger membership and above. So that's what I am personally from Morphicon. I am a Red Ranger membership, so that way I have admission into the convention Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I assume that means, or I'm pretty confident that means that I will be getting this poster in my bag of stuff. So now obviously if you're anything above that, if you're gold or platinum or whatever, you are also going to get this poster. I have no idea if this one or the next one we're going to be talking about are going to be sold anywhere at the convention, but I'm definitely going to need to figure that out because I'm not a Gold Ranger membership, and the next poster is Gold Ranger membership exclusive. So we can see Dino Charge Red and SPD Shadow from Wave 1. We can see Magna Defender and Beast Morphers Gold from Wave 2. We can see Mighty Morphin Red from Wave 3, Mighty Morphin Yellow from Wave 4, nobody from Wave 5, nobody from Wave 6. From Wave 7, we have Mighty Morphin Green, nobody from Wave 8. From Wave 9, we have SPD Green. Wave 10, we have half the wave here with In Space Pink and Zeo Yellow, and then nobody beyond Wave 10. However, there is somebody here who should not be here yet, and that is Dino Fury Blue. Alright, yep, you know it. So Dino Fury Blue's artwork is right here on this poster, and everybody started tagging me in this, and I woke up to I have a group chat with some friends on Toku Twitter, and I got a message of this poster, and they're like, Dino Fury Blue Lightning figure? And I'm like, oh my god, they did it. So a lot of people have asked me, is this a leak for a Dino Fury Blue Lightning figure? Yep, it is. Because basically, and I'm very happy that I can confirm some of this at least. So I have already told you guys in the last couple episodes of Lightning Storm, and I definitely mentioned it a couple times in my Toku Topics 10K video. I have heard a lot of different things coming for the Lightning Collection from some news sources and everything that I've been having, but I have not been able to, or not been allowed to disclose the information publicly yet, and I still can't for a vast majority of it. But since Morphicon went ahead and leaked this, I do have permission to talk about it. Yes, Dino Fury Blue is one of the figure names that I've heard for at least 2 months or so, probably a month and a half, 2 months. I don't even remember when I was told this one in particular, but yes, I can confirm that I have heard plans for a Dino Fury Blue coming to the Lightning Collection, which is probably not too surprising. You probably definitely figured that they were going to be doing more of the main, current team, because we already kind of known or kind of assumed that the entire current cast got their heads scanned for the civilian heads and that kind of thing. I think even Tessa, which is Izzy's actress, even mentioned that briefly like in a Ranger Liz video like a year ago or so, something like that. So she kind of leaked the existence of the upcoming Izzy figure before even I talked about that one, I think. But yes, this is coming to the Lightning Collection. However, this does bring up a very interesting thing, and that's because I've also told you guys here on Lightning Storm that I've heard from not even just my news sources, but even older sources, and I've heard it from a couple different places, that Tom Whalen artwork is going away on the Lightning Collection boxes, starting with Wave 13. And we're already seeing that, as I've already mentioned, I think even like in this exact phrasing of words. We've already seen that with the weapons and the Color Swap 2-pack and that kind of thing, and we know, or at least from what I've heard, Wave 13 should be kind of starting that in full force for the main waves. If that's the case, how do we have a Tom Whalen artwork here for Dino Fury Blue? And that I genuinely don't know. So I actually don't know where Dino Fury Blue is being released. I can't tell you that he's Wave 14 or Wave 15 or something like that, because I genuinely don't know. I've just heard names for what those waves probably are, but I haven't heard like who's going to go into which wave, if that makes any sense. He might not even be in a wave. It's definitely possible that maybe Dino Fury Blue was an artwork completed earlier on or something like that. Maybe Dino Fury Blue is an exclusive of some kind, maybe even a Morphicon exclusive, even though I'm definitely not expecting that to happen at all, so don't even think that might happen, but just possibly, I don't know. So he could be like a store exclusive or something that we don't know about yet. There's also the possibility that maybe some people were speculating that maybe Tom does like a whole team of artworks at once, or maybe he does more, maybe they gave him more Rangers to do artworks for, and then they decided they were going to go with a different packaging layout. So maybe he was intended for a wave, and maybe Tom was supposed to do wave packaging for those ones, and that plans got changed or whatever. If you're curious about the lineup of the Rangers on this poster, since it is very random, and also so is the next one, I actually reached out to Tom Whalen to ask him what the process was with this, and he basically said that Scott contacted him and told him that they would be interested in him having to do a poster for Morphicon, and they basically agreed that it would be cool if he did a kind of a collage of some of his favorite artworks. So it's really interesting to me, not only just for the choices that Tom picked, but also to throw in a figure that has not been announced yet on this poster. So I don't know if this was just some sort of accidental fluke by Tom. I assume probably. I don't even know if Hasbro knows that this poster was revealed and shows a figure that they haven't announced. I don't even know if Hasbro doesn't even know that they've announced this figure yet, because I never know what Hasbro's actually up to. They very well could think that they've already announced this figure when they definitely have not. So it's just such an interesting poster, and not only do I just love Tom Whalen's artwork, so I'm super hyped to know that I'm getting a poster of his artwork, and I didn't even know that I was going to be getting a poster of his artwork. but it leaked a figure that I already had possible information on, so I was like, alright, so what a day that was. But we're not even done with the posters, because there's also the Gold Ranger and above membership one. So if you're a Gold or Platinum Ranger member, you're going to get the villain counterpart to this poster. So this one is very similar, it's just mirrored, which is really interesting because it actually looks like Tom did some slight modifications to his artwork for this poster in particular, because most Lightning Collection figures are looking, the direction that the Ranger poster is looking, but since this is mirrored, most of them, they work to where you can mirror the image and you don't have to like fix anything. Except for, I think the only ones here that you would have to fix something on would be Zed and the cyber villain Blaze, and he did. He did fix the chest placement of Blaze's little like thing there, and also Zed's Z is pointing the correct direction. So he actually technically did new artwork for this poster. So this one includes King Sphinx from Monsters Wave 1, Rita and Zed from the GameStop exclusive 2-pack from 2020, or technically Wave 1 Lord Zed here, which it doesn't really matter which one. From Wave 4, we have the Cyber Villain Blaze. From Wave 9, we have the Tango Warrior. We have the Putty Patroller from the Hasbro Pulse exclusive 2-pack. We have Pudgy Pig from the standalone Monster release. We have Finster from the Amazon exclusive figure. We have Psycho Green from the Hasbro Pulse exclusive figure. And we have Eye Guy from the standalone Monsters release. So I absolutely love both of these posters. I definitely need to figure out a way to track down the Villains Monster one, since that one is not included in my membership, although I'm sure either they will sell it at the convention or someone will be able to help me hook me up with one, because I definitely need both. Absolutely. I would love to hang these up in the dorm. I'm going back to the dorm right after Morphicon, like literally. And so when I go back up there for my senior year of college, I'd love to have these in the background or something like that. And so obviously we'll see how that goes. But yeah, quite a week there, so very, very excited to have these posters exist and for them to leak a figure. And I would love to know down in the comments below, how do you think Dino Fury Blue is being released? Because like I said, I can confirm he's happening, but I don't know how he's happening. So your guess is literally as good as mine in this case. I have no idea. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on how we're going to get that figure that we're not supposed to know about. Alright, and with that, that's everything we have to talk about for this week. Of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR, and I'd love to hear your guys' comments down below about anything I've talked about for this week, and I'll see you all in Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice.